Let me explain the three models you can use to start your own business, your own location-independent business like I talk about, okay? And I'll do a video a day describing these topics because I think it's important and you need to understand this. Option one is and I've talked about all three of these options. You come up with a cool business idea. This would be cool. People would like this. You come up with a cool business idea. You don't ask anybody about it, or maybe ask one or two people and they go, yeah, that's a good idea. And that's it. And then you build an entire business around it, and then you try to sell it to the marketplace. Okay? Extraordinarily difficult to make money doing that. Is it possible to make money doing that? Sure. If you're Steve Jobs, because when I say that, people say, well, Steve Jobs said people don't know what they want until I tell them. Okay, are you Steve Jobs? No. Am I Steve Jobs? No. Are we involved in like super cutting edge technology? No, you're probably not. Neither am I. Okay, so no, you're not Elon Musk. You're not Steve Jobs. You're not something special. You're not a superhuman. You're a normal person. So am I. Okay, I'm a weird person, but I am a normal person. I'm not a billionaire. All right, so that's option one. Not a good idea. Option two, which is probably the most popular one. Option two is, I'm good at this thing. I have this skill set. I'm good at spreadsheets. I'm good at numbers. I'm good at accounting. I'm good at computers. I'm good at fitness. I'm good at whatever, okay? I'm good at stenography. I'm good at cartography. I'm a geologist. Doesn't fucking matter, whatever it is. I'm good at this, so I'm gonna start a business selling what I'm good at to people. Now, can that work? Yes, it can work. Very hard. Because again, you don't know what the niche wants. You don't know what the industry wants. You're just hoping that people happen to want what you're good at. And maybe they do. Odds are they don't. So it is much more difficult to start a business and get from zero to the money quickly, which is my whole concept here. 90-day business builder, 90-day business builder rapid launch, 90 days. Very difficult to go from 0 to 90 days, taking your skills and saying, hey guys, buy this. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But we're not going after what is possible. We're going after what is probable, which is one of my core concepts of life. I don't give a shit what is possible, 2% rule. I care about what is most probable, all right? So the third way in which you can start a business, which is the way I talk about, and Billy talks about, and all our coaches talk about, and all the people I like talking about, is the Dan Kennedy way. He talked about this back in the 90s. I learned this in the 90s from Dan Kennedy. This is nothing new. And that is, you forget about what you want to sell. You forget about what you're good at, temporarily, at least for the moment. You forget about all that. You take yourself completely out of the equation. And you go to the marketplace. So there's two ways to do this. Either A, you go to the marketplace, or B, you go to a narrow niche. And you ask them, what's your biggest challenge? What's your biggest problem? What's your biggest need? And you shut your mouth, close your mouth. You don't say, is it AI? Is it cybersecurity? Is it writing fiction maybe? No, you shut your fucking mouth, take yourself out of it, don't lead the witness, and then you listen and see what they say. And you talk to a bunch of them, and you get consensus from a bunch of them saying, this is my biggest problem, without you leading the witness. Then we have several people saying, my biggest problem is blank, and they all say the same thing. Aha. Then what you do is you go formulate, in my case, 90-day business, okay, 90-day clients here, a consulting or a service-based business that solves or alleviates that problem. And once you're doing that, then at that point, you can bring your skill sets into that solution. Maybe, well, Caleb, what if I have no idea how to solve the problem? Then you hire people on Upwork to do it. You don't need to do it. You know how much money I've made working with clients and customers when I had no idea how to solve the problem? I hired other people to do it. Millions of dollars is the answer. And I've worked on things where I knew how to solve it, of course. I've done both those things. Okay? So whatever skill set you have, then you put it back into that solution, then you sell that solution. That's the third option. That is the easiest and fastest way to make money very quick, because now you're selling something to a narrow niche that they already want. You're not trying to convince anybody. You should buy this because you don't have to do any convincing when you do that, because they're already interested in what you're buying, what you're selling, because you're selling something based on their problem. Now, is it as exciting and sexy to start a business on something you didn't even give a shit about a month ago. No, it's not. You know what's not exciting and not sexy? Having a 9-to-5 job. Being stuck in your collapsing Western country. That's what sucks. I think that sucks way worse than starting a business that you may not be super duper excited about. And as we talk about, Billy is really big on this, and so am I. If you want to do your passion business, I want to do fitness. I want to write fantasy fiction. You want to do that? Have that be your second business. Get some clients. Make several thousand a month, location dependent. Quit your stupid 9-to-5 job. Get location dependent. Move to Paraguay or Dubai or Philippines or Colombia, wherever you want to. Get internationalized. Then, from a position of strength, then start your next business. Your business that is a B2C business on the thing you really want to do. Great. That's what I did. I didn't start out my Alpha Male 2.0 business until I was already making multi-six figures as a productivity consultant. You think when I was a kid or in high school, like, I can't wait to be a productivity consultant someday? No. But I did what made money. That's how you do it. Cool? The 90-Day Business Builder Rapid Launch Program is going to be available on Thursday at 8 a.m. PST. So the link for that, you can't get it yet, you can check it out, is www.caleb.top/rapid. You can go there and check it out. And then on Thursday morning, we turn the buttons on and you can get it. You can only get it for 4 days. That's so you can do it very inexpensively at your own speed. But that's the model I teach in that program, just like I teach that 90-Day Business Builder. That's the model I will always teach. I don't want you to start a business that's really cool and exciting for you and you make no money. I want you to start a business where you can make thousands of dollars within 90 days or close to it, or sometimes be sooner than 90 days, and quit your stupid 9-to-5 job and get free. Then if you still want to do the other business, great. Do that as your second business, which you should. You should eventually have multiple companies. I teach that in the Alpha 2.0 business model section. Cool? Cool. So you want to check that out? Let me know and I will be back shortly.